Hi Pisces, I hope you're all doing well. Happy Halloween. I decided to dress up as the death card for the water signs, so there must be something about transformation, transmutation, endings, the dawn of a new day coming for you. So we're going to get into your general message and see what Spirit has to say. These are timeless messages, so if you happen to see this at a time that is not Halloween, it could still be for you. So let's see, Pisces. What does Spirit want to say to you today? Actually, let's begin with some charms. These could be clues to let you know the reading's for you, or there could be a message in them. Forever, I'm seeing right away. We have the letter T, the letter H, the letter E, the letter B, the letter U, a clock tower. It's reminding me of London, England, Big Ben, and we also have a B here. The letter A, Leo, a starfish, another A, something with baseball as well, like a bat in particular. We have a dress on a hanger, maybe something to do with fashion. We have Tinkerbell here, a skeleton, which for me, it feels like there's something very significant happening around the eclipse season, which is right now. I'm actually filming this on the lunar eclipse in Taurus. We have a little devil with a pitchfork, and a key. There's a situation here, Pisces, and the key to understanding the situation, or the key to the next chapter of your life, is to confront the devil within. And what I mean by that is we all have a shadow side, right? We all have so-called devil energies within us, energies that are very rooted in the 3D material world, where we're concentrated on things that are about fleshy-like desires. Fleshy-like, interesting. Flesh desires. What's that about, Pisces? Maybe you have there could be a concentration right now on yourself in terms of how you're looking, I'm getting, or showing up in the world. Okay. Something about needing to confront the devil within. Okay. Let's see. Let's get an oracle card. Lady de los Mortes, acceptance and equality, and skeleton with strength. I feel like this is about self-acceptance, this reading. Maybe you are trying to transform something about yourself, or you have some kind of issue with yourself, hang up. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be physical. It could be maybe I feel like you're being hard on yourself a little bit here for something. And Spirit's saying that's the devil within, that voice that is telling you you're not good enough. The voice that's telling you that you're not perfect the way you are. Or the voice that is telling you that you should be perfect, right? There's no such thing as perfection. Not really. It's all subjective. And Spirit wants you to know that you have everything you need to be on the right path. Everything you have and everything that you are in this moment has been orchestrated, given to you so that you can walk the path that you're walking. Okay, Pisces, interesting message. Let's see. Card for Pisces. We have seduction, Banshee, bat. Okay, let's just take the Banshee. And seduction might be significant. You could be seduced by some kind of thinking, okay, like that you need to be a certain way, or you need to have certain things in order to qualify you to do something or to appear a certain way for others. That's nonsense. Okay? You're too hard on yourself. Way too hard on yourself. You're beautiful. Your creativity is out of this world. Okay, Banshee. Heed my warning, dear child, for what I hold is far from unsung lullabies. Swallow a nail and you can expect bleeding from within. I know it's a scary card, but it's a warning, Pisces, that don't lose your integrity to the lower realms of Ego gratification is what I'm getting. Now, I don't know, maybe a lot of you have clicked off. This it's not going to be a message for all, or maybe it's hard to hear on some level, but it's so easy to get into a matrix mentality in our world where we think, oh, I need this to be successful, or if I have this title or this degree, it means that I'm this person, or wherever I work is who I am. That's not true, by the way. Your job does not define who you are as a person. Not at all. Your soul is free from all of those shackles, from all of the matrix mentality. Or if I looked this way, then I would find love, then I would really be happy. You know, all of that garbage nonsense. It's just orchestrated distractions to keep us from creating from our higher selves and connecting with one another through the frequency of love, which you hold in spades. So for some of you Pisces, it might actually come to you a lot harsher, this feeling of needing to be a certain way, or just being a little bit of a self-critic, because you hold the energy of complete compassion. So naturally, the darkness would want to compromise that within you in particular, whoever I'm connecting to. So stay very aware of that. Okay, anytime you feel a pressure to perform a certain way or be a certain way or have a certain thing or whatever, know that it's a trick to get you in a lower vibration. You know, it's interesting. I was just talking to my mom and she was talking to me about Pisces energy. I don't even know where she learned this, but she was talking about the double fish symbol and how one symbol represents the light, God, source consciousness, and then the other fish, the fish in reverse or inverse, represents the lower realms or the devil kind of energy. And so Pisces, you do have this duality within you. And when you're in your higher polarity, which most of you are that I'm connecting with, that energy that you hold within you can be used to recognize the shadow of others. Not to become the shadow of others. That's not your purpose. And there's someone around you that is making you feel that way, or something is happening related to that. This is a very specific, clear message. Barrier. Look. There's some kind of barrier here. When it comes to really... Hold on. What's going on here for my Pisces? Dark-haired woman. The master. Perhaps there's a dark-haired woman that's influencing you at this time. Or you're the dark-haired woman and you're a master. But I feel like, I don't know. Spirit, what else do I need to say here? Can you give me a couple more? Ending. This is why I'm death for you. Okay, this needs to end. We got the lady at the bottom. Maybe it's some comparison, or maybe it's just a standard you set for yourself. It needs to end. Okay. Let's see the supportive energy for Pisces. The child, the key, the journey. Remember who you really are, Pisces. Remember who you really are. You are so loved. You are so beautiful. The key to continuing on your journey in the higher polarity with source consciousness, with being awakened, or in other words, feeling good. The key is to tap into that inner child of yours, that creative child. Perhaps some of you were bullied as a child, okay? And this energy, this Banshee, whether it's the media, a friend, a love interest, a job, whatever it is, this Banshee energy is like hitting on those childhood wounds of being bullied, for those of you who that resonates with. So remind yourself that you are not that child anymore, that you've grown from that, and protect that inner child within by not succumbing to these pressures or these expectations. Some of you could even be a lover that has certain expectations on you to be a certain way. Strengthen the visionary as your challenge. Yeah, this is who you truly are, okay? The world is kind of screwed up sometimes. We have winter at the bottom. Ooh, my hand's shaking a little bit there. Did you see that? That's probably something to do with this thing. The armor. Okay, that's symbolic. Okay, so I'm wearing this because I'm the death card, but perhaps you feel like you have a shield of armor on, like, because you're protecting yourself. But it's actually making you... Well, I'm hearing quiver. Okay, so what I'm getting is, how do I say this, Spirit? Well, when we wear armor, metaphorically, or actually, but it's probably metaphorically, we're constantly reminded that we need to protect ourselves. We're going to battle of some sort. We have our boundaries up. We have our armor on. We got our don't mess with me look on our face, right? And it creates something subconsciously within us where we feel like we're threatened. We feel scared. We're shaking inside a little bit because something is, our ego is telling us we're under attack. There's a threat. So I feel like Spirit wants you to tap into that feeling, see if that resonates with you, but also to know that it's okay to take off the armor and be who you really are, to be free, to show up as yourself, to not have to, fit in or align with others' perspectives or act a certain way because it accommodates someone else. You have a unique path, a unique vision of the world. That's your strength. And whatever we're talking about is trying to take it from you. Yeah, I was about to say the world is kind of a messed up place. And I mean by that, I mean the Matrix world, not the world as a whole, just society. All the different kind of brainwashing techniques they use to get us to think certain things about ourselves are very effective, very intense, and continuous. And it takes a hell of a lot of conscious awareness to understand that you do not have to play into that in order to be at one with yourself, in order to continue down your journey. And that every time you do compromise an aspect of who you truly are, or your sense of self, your soul, so that you can live up to some matrix standard, well, you're devaluing yourself. So don't do that, Pisces. I feel like we're just having a pep talk. I don't feel like this is how you feel all the time, but it's certainly coming up right now for a reason. I feel like I just saw myself and I felt like the Tin Man, which I guess I kind of look like too. And what's Tin Man? If I only had a heart. The Matrix world doesn't have a heart. Be beautiful, be strong, be rich, have a legacy, have degrees on your wall, have a big home, or have a perfect home. I don't know, whatever it is, right? Two of Pentacles, constantly getting us to juggle. It's heartless. There's no heart in that. None of that is asking you to feel into your heart space and to follow your heart. There's no rhyme or reason for any of that other than it's feeding in somebody else's power and lining someone else's pockets. Two of Pentacles. The other thing is, this world, it's like once we achieve something, well, then there's immediately something else that we need to focus on and achieve. You notice how they switch things up on us all the time? Oh, this is in fashion, so we get ourselves in alignment with that, and then fashion changes. Or this is the popular thing to do and think and feel, and now this is. The standards, societal standards, are constantly shifting to keep us out of balance. Because it's a game to keep us distracted, Pisces. Okay? Maybe you're telling someone this too. This could be you speaking to someone about this, I feel, for some of you. Okay. The Ace of Swords for your opportunity, or for what you don't see coming. Yes, clarity, truth. Hey, this is a whole lot of hot air. You know, this is not meaningful. There's something that you're pouring your time and attention into, or you're just getting down on yourself for something that really, in the grand scheme of things, means nothing to your soul. Yes, 5 of Swords in reverse for your opportunity. Some of you may be getting out of the rat race, so-called, and there's a reason they call it that, okay? Or you're just going to start feeling more comfortable in your skin. Or you're going to say no to somebody who's trying to get you to behave in a certain way that isn't in resonance with who you are. Yeah. Oh, okay, let's see. Good ending. Let's see the outside energy that's affecting you most at this time. King of Pentacles. Yeah, there's somebody out there that you're either looking up to. Could be, again, with the handshaking. I probably need to get some electrolytes. 6 of Cups. Someone in your family perhaps has some pressures on you, or the pressures that you're feeling come from a subconscious patterning that you learned when you were a child, okay, about what success means, or what being a hard worker really is, or what even maybe you put creative pressure on yourself. There's somebody outside of you, I'm hearing dapper, maybe they look very dapper, or there's something about them that signals some kind of status to you, maybe, or maybe just to the matrix world. Okay, let's go further and see. 2 of Pentacles for your current energy. Juggling. Feeling like, yeah, it's like you can't please. Oh, my mom loves this quote. She said it to me actually last night. Was it last night on the phone or the night before? She says it all the time. You can't fool, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. And I feel like, Pisces, you cannot be fooled. And the reason why we're having this reading is because of that. It's because you feel this tension inside. It's because you know that whatever pressure that you feel you have placed upon you, you know that it's not good for you. You know it's not in true alignment with your soul's consciousness. And that's why you feel that tension. Some people have no problem. They feel totally in alignment with their devil self, you know, with their shadow ego. They feel like they don't have any questions about what they're doing and how it's not good for them. But that's not you. You have a conscious. Ace of Swords for what you don't see coming. What's this epiphany, this truth, this clarity? What is this about? King of Swords. You know better. But I feel like there's a message here like you're going to go all the way to the top with something. I don't know what that means though. What is this? The Hermit and the 2 of Swords. Maybe it's the top of your crown, you know, your crown chakra. Oh, Knight of Cups. There's something that you're desiring to do, something creative, something lovely. I'm getting. It's soft, it's nice, it's special. I feel like it's artistic in some way. And you've been at a crossroads with this, or you've been trying to decide, like, or you're thinking, I don't have enough time for this passion of mine, this thing that fills me up with light and joy, that makes me excited for my day. I don't have enough time for it. But what you don't see coming is you're going to realize that that's what matters. Your mind's been preoccupied with things that are draining your energy. I'm cutting on ghost with regret. Things that you know you can't take with you when you leave this 3D world. Things that you know deep down inside you will regret if you spend any more time trying to achieve them. Okay? Some of you really need to, well, I'm getting go within and figure out what you really want. okay? Because there's something you're doing that you don't actually want. Five of Swords in reverse for the opportunity. This is to get out of the rat race. This is to see through the manipulation. Let's get a little bit further for Pisces. Judgment and wealth. For a lot of you, this has to do with money and success. The King of Pentacles here. The troubleshooter at the bottom. Don't compromise yourself here or keep people's secrets for some kind of abundance. Now, I'm not saying that you are necessarily. I'm just saying that as a warning in case something like that comes up. So I hope that none of you are taking this as accusatory. I don't know where this is coming from. Interesting. Maybe you feel like someone's going to accuse you, or maybe someone is accusing you of something. You need to pick a path here. Look at this. What is this? A Rolls Royce, it looks like. Yeah. It's like wealth, Matrix world, pressures of that land, that realm, or truth. And what my soul wants. What spirit knows is best for me. Which one is it going to be? Because right now in the journey, there's something that's not in alignment. Sometimes wealth and those kinds of 3D material successes can be in complete alignment with us. As long as we're not prioritizing them over and above what's good for our heart and soul. Eight of Cups for your advice. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Walk away from something. Some of you might need to downsize. Okay, I'm just seeing that in the two different houses. Or maybe it's moved to a smaller company. You're working for some, or it could even be like you're working at a place that has all this good, reputable image or something, and there's like a smaller thing that you want to help build. Okay, I don't know who that's for. Go to the smaller thing. Go to the thing that's real, where the lights are on, where people are home, you know? Two of Cups for your outcome. I love this for you, Pisces. Love this. Okay, you are going to connect here with something that is really in sync with you. There's a lot of synergy in this energy between you and a new job, between you and a new friend, between you and a new love connection, or even you with yourself. There's some resolution of this energy that is coming up in the next 3 months for you. So I'm so happy to see that. I want to read the Banshee card to you, and then I'm going to go into an extended. In the extended, we'll go layer deeper into this message. But if you can't go there, or you're like, what, an extended? That's some bullshit. That's okay. I used to think some of that too. That's okay. You don't have to go. Just trust that Spirit gave you the message then, right? That everything you needed to hear, you heard. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see what the Banshee has to say. A Banshee is a fairy woman from Irish folklore who heralds the death of a family member by wailing, shrieking, or keening. Some believe Banshees are the spirits of young women who have been brutally murdered. Oh boy. These spirits become Banshees so that they can warn other women when faced with a similar threat. I feel like that's symbolically, right? Like killing something in your soul. Okay? It is more common to hear that a Banshee is a woman who is intensely grieving the passing of a loved one, and that she has become eternally lost in sadness. Nevertheless, a Banshee's cry is a bad omen, and one should take caution when she appears. In a reading, a Banshee's cry also means death, but this death is not physical. Right? It's a symbolic one. You are facing an ending. However, this will not be easy, and you will still mourn the loss. This ending is long overdue, and the powers that be can no longer wait for you to let go. The choice to end your situation may no longer be your choice. You have rejected change, but you can't avoid it. You're holding on to something that no longer benefits you, perhaps a job that you hate, a relationship that drains you, a place where you do not feel safe. Know that it is time to let go. It is important to remember that every ending also brings a new beginning. Sunrise. Sunrise. Yeah, remember that. With every sunset, whenever it gets dark, it's a promise of a new day. Moving on makes space for new energy to come into our lives. Don't get caught in the mourning process for longer than is necessary. It can be easy to mourn the loss, but this prevents you from seeing the doors that open up for you. All right, Pisces. Something good is coming in, okay? But Spirit is clearly warning you to break away from whatever this is that is just not good for you, and you know it. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.